Okay.
What was that noise?
Sorry.
Hang on. Open your mouth. Look how big his mouth is.
Oh my
Isn't
God,
that,
wait,
that
come
is
here.
literally the biggest mouth I've
Oh
ever
my
seen. Hi everyone. This week I have invited my assistants Tash and Joe. Talking about everything from what it's like to be a makeup assistant, jobs, difficult jobs. We're going to do a quick fire round of questions. We're going to get real and personal.
Oi.
How long have you been assisting and how did you get into it?
You can go first.
Well, you've been doing it since you're like 10 years old.
Since a baby. Okay, so met you at like 11. We did like a little, it was like a short film or something where I was like painting one side of the face, like with like stained glass window or something like that. You did the other half, and it was like, yeah, just met you then, and then came to help you a couple more times, and then came to help you probably when I was 16.
And I remember at that point you had really long acrylics and really intense eyelashes.
Literally long.
So I started makeup probably about 8 years ago as well. Studied at uni for 5 years, and then I've been assisting for I think about 3 years. When I first was at ISAMAYA on the Paco Rabanne job in Prague, which was like the most intense job.
It was the Alien campaign, because that was like an 8-day intensive, like 16-hour day.
Sometimes longer,
sometimes longer. Really
At
intensive.
like 5 a.m. every day.
Yeah, it would get to the point that we would get back to the hotel and I would be like, do I have time for a bath or even time to eat?
I think that's one thing that people don't realise. The hours are insane. Like you'll be on set from like 5 in the morning till 2 or 3 a.m. regularly.
Or if we're doing like a film or something like that, and there's one song that's like being played for like the advert or something, and they just play it all day.
What's the role of a makeup assistant? Makeup assisting is like, it's like a 24-hour job. Like these guys are at my house right now, they're prepping my kit for their next job, they're writing out like long lists of products that we need to call in, they're writing out what we don't have, they're running out to the shop to get stuff. It's not just when you're on set, it's like all of the other hours of the day as well, aren't they? So when we have days off, they're not really days off.
Yeah, we set up, we get the models in, skin prep, make sure they don't want any drinks or anything like that, and then normally ISAMAYA will take over or like you'll brief us. You always have to think far in advance and be anticipating what the person that you're assisting needs. And then I would also say looking after the models as well.
Yeah.
It's
Making
like
sure they're
really
okay.
a very important thing.
I think that brings me on to saying, talking about set etiquette. You know, when I look for an assistant, they need to be able to really read the room very well, understand managing their own like noise levels, behaviour.
And just like judging, like, because it just depends on like who you're working for really. Some people
Need more attention,
Yeah,
some
exactly.
people don't want any attention.
Exactly. It's
Have you ever got it
What's the
wrong?
vibe?
Yeah.
I've had it where kind of like you've gone to step and then someone's pulled you back.
Yeah.
Because you have to think the set's very chaotic, there's people absolutely everywhere. And sometimes to get to where you need to get to be, you need to like squidge through other people, and sometimes the timing just isn't right. What about you?
If there's just like a completely silent room and I really need something, but I've like got to ask someone that's all the way down there, and then I'm like, can I have the... But everyone's meant to be being silent, and I'm just being like, right.
Yeah, and I think the thing with set etiquette is that no one actually teaches you it. There's kind of
gotta
like
learn.
lots of like unwritten rules, and the only way that you'll learn them is through experience and also making mistakes. And I think the best thing to do, like when I first started assisting, is just to observe.
What's the best part of the job?
Just like different things all the time. It's like everything's new every day really, which is I think really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get to meet like amazing people. And then obviously also the travel and stuff, like not many people get flown out here, there and everywhere, and like when you're shooting on location you get to like go to all these places.
Worst part of the job?
Number one, just lack of sleep and the lugging everything round really.
Positive thing for everyone, isn't it? All those budding makeup artists out there, it's like, it's relentless.
It is
exhausting, but it is. I think you have to have
you need to be real about
particular
it.
type of person. You have to have the stamina. You have to want to do it that much.
You need to absolutely love
your job, because it's
absolutely
a really hard one. Sometimes when we come off the plane, I'm like, please let the suitcases have been lost on the flight.
Not be there.
I just don't have to deal with
No,
it. Your favourite memory of a shoot or a show?
I mean, the Westwood ones are always really fun. Like, yeah.
I think we were rolling around naked on the floor at one point.
Yeah, we
weren't
were.
In the last Westwood job.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Spilling wine all over the clothes.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Packer-a-Band job, it was like, so like, obviously I was kind of delirious the whole time, but it was really fun.
We
It
did a lot of
was
prosthetics.
literally, I would say it was the best and worst job of my life.
Yeah.
I think also with that job there was a lot of prosthetics, and we brought in a special effects team to help do some of the aliens. So I think
We had
probably
a team of about 30 people.
yeah. So I think for some of the makeup artists that were there, it was really amazing to see like the next level of makeup. What was your favourite show?
I did like the Louis show when we was on like a boat, and then there was like this big bouncy castle house thing. It was like loads going on. That was so good.
Let's talk about the Burberry show.
Christ.
That was one of the most intense shows I've ever worked on.
Yeah.
We had to do 15 pairs of prosthetic ears on the models.
Brow bleaching.
Brow bleaching in a very small room. We had to do it very quickly.
Had to keep the ears a secret as well, so models had to walk around with like
Towels
tissue.
over their heads. What is one thing that you would change about the industry if you could? I was gonna say working hours.
Or just the fact that everything's so last minute. Like sometimes you
Yes.
won't even get
That's
like
so true.
the information of where you're going tomorrow till
Till,
like
like,
1
1
a.m.
a.m.
literally.
Yeah.
I would say, kind of like with the bigger issues, like in the industry, I think a lot of people from a variety of backgrounds are like underrepresented. Maybe they should have something in place, like some funding to help people. You want to go into makeup because it's very difficult and it's very expensive.
Kit is a very expensive thing.
Oh my God.
When you're at the higher levels and you've been working, you often, like I get sent a lot now, which is amazing. We can call stuff in and I'm so grateful. But how did you start? Because I remember when I started with a face painting background, so I had all these like face paints in my kit and I didn't have fuck all else.
So the way that I did it, I used to work at Space NK. I worked there for like 3 years, and at Christmas you get 50% off. So I literally just bought everything
Really?
at Christmas. Yeah.
Now we are moving into the quick fire round. Describe each other in 3 words. Flamboyant, funny, and hardworking.
Oh.
Sarcastic,
Yeah.
hardworking, and very, very like attention to detail, detail oriented.
Yeah. So Tash is just hilarious. On it, yeah, just like on it like I've never seen
On
before.
it like Sonic.
Literally. And like caring, very caring.
Oh,
Very
that's so
caring.
nice.
And then Ismail. Random.
Oh my
Like-
god, yes.
Just
Bossy.
like, yeah.
No.
No, I wouldn't even say you're bossy, to be fair. Like, you're very caring, like Tash. Like, you're both very, like, caring. Like, when I'm on the job with you guys, like, always asking if I'm alright and stuff like that. You'll just, like, you'll do anything. Like, you'll just, what is that word? Like, just,
Well,
Yes.
depends what incense
like,
you
you're a
mean
yes.
it.
Like, you're a yes girl, do you know what I mean? You do it all, really.
Okay, right. Ismail, I would say you can be quite direct, but
Oh,
which
yeah.
is an amazing thing. No, it's good. You just say what you want. You say it as it is. I would say you're very selfless.
Oh, that's such a nice thing to say.
You're the most
Yes.
composed person I've ever met.
Oh my
And you
God.
handle every single situation with so much like, just in the right way. I've never ever
Yeah.
seen you handle something in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Joe, I would say fabulous.
There we go.
I would say you're very selfless as well, and you always consider other people. The fact that Joe never has anything negative to say about
True.
anything, he never complains.
Who's the messiest? Who's the least professional?
I think, yeah.
Who's the most likely to do their own makeup on set? Who's the most likely to be late?
Me. Yeah.
Not most likely, you always are late. It's a fact.
I actually am. It's true.
Who gets the most hangry? Who drinks the most coffee?
Me.
Yeah. And it needs to be
Perfect.
Right.
Who complains the most? Me, surely.
I also really do complain.
Yeah, this is true.
Alright, 2 of
Yeah.
us. Who works the fastest?
You.
Yeah.
Who's most annoying? What do you find most annoying about each other?
Joe, I would say the fact that his phone is never charged.
Oh my god, never. I'm like, you're a charger.
Hey, Tash, what do you find annoying about you?
I don't know, just ask why all the time. Like, I'll answer your question and you'll be like, yeah, but why though?
It's not really an annoying thing, but it's something I've observed. Everything is done like said with like an air of like. What's that? It's like we've got to do a carne.
Yes.
Sorry.
Don't worry, run to me.
Okay.
What's annoying?
I'll text you like with like 3 or 4 questions, and then you only answer one of them, and I'll just be like, right then, well, I'll just like take a guess. Yeah.
I would say I'm very anal about most things.
And I am not.
And Isamaya's not, so that's
At all.
obviously
No.
a challenge.
Yeah.
But I would say sometimes at the end of the job, Isamaya will just be like, oh, let's go here.
No, you just chuck that in there. Chuck that in there.
Put these lip liners in this.
And you're like, come
this
on guys,
bag.
come
It
in.
doesn't, and I'm like just in the corner twitching, like, no.
Yeah,
And then,
actually going
and
mad.
then when Isamaya turns around, I'm like scurrying in the
Oh
right
my
place so
God.
that I can sleep at night.
When the shoot's over, it's time to fuck off, and I don't want to just hang around picking up lip liners so they can all just get in the kit. But yes, thank you
No.
for cleaning up after my mess. So we're going to do a few little challenges. We're going to see who can do the best lip liner and lipstick with their eyes closed. So Joe will be doing Tash, Tash will be doing me, and then I'll be doing Joe.
Get that right in the centre.
Can you do it?
For a more plump look.
Joe?
Wait, let's have a look. Fuck off.
I need to have a look at this. Oh, sorry, I'm putting it on my face.
The overline.
Oh my god, mine's better than yours though!
It is.
Really good.
It actually is quite good.
Oh god, I'm a bit out, aren't I? It doesn't take much talent to be a makeup artist.
Not at all.
So thank you so much for joining me and my assistants Tash and Joe today, talking to you about what it's like being a makeup artist assistant in the industry and all the pros and cons of the job. Hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I will see you next week. Bye.